Hey Darian, we're back again. All right, we're going to look at some x-rays together, okay?
Okay.
All right, let's take a look at this x-ray over here first. I'll tell you what, I'm going to pan in there. I'm going to turn off the light here so we can see it. This is your first x-ray we talked about together. And what we found here with you, Darian, remember, is that you had this curve that went completely the opposite way. Here's your jaw, your skull coming down. You should have a good curve going forward at positive 45 degrees. And unfortunately, yours went backwards at negative 33.5 degrees. And also that your head came forward by over 2 inches, 2 1/16 inches to be exact. And we know this is going to be our biggest challenge. That's all right. We knew that from the get-go. And it's making progress. Let's take a look at the x-ray we just took today. This is 2 weeks later. We're making some good changes. The curves improved to a negative 15 degrees from negative 33.5, so we're on the right track. We also see the forward head posture is still there, but it's reduced. It's reduced down to forward head posture to 1 3/8 of an inch from what was originally 2 1/16 inches. So that's a great change. The head's coming back on top of the shoulders. We're decreasing the need for the scoliosis that the body's created. And then also the scoliosis is changing as well. Here's our first x-ray. We look at the scoliosis. And Darren, would you mind just holding that for me there? Just hold it right there. Thank you. Can you see it? Thank you. When we look here in our first x-ray last Monday, the spine transits over here, the scoliosis is 45 degrees here to the right, and to the left it goes 44 degrees. And here's our midline gravity coming down. You see the spine transits way over here and shifts way back over to the right. And the main thing that was creating this was that reverse curve in the neck and this hips that translate over. So our first goal for her is we need to reduce this angle down here, get the hips to come back underneath itself, and of course correct that curve in the neck. Well, here we are at the end of the week. Can you slide over here? Here we are at the end of the week here, and we see the spine starting to come back to the midline. It was translated over 57 millimeters. It's translated over now 43 millimeters. That scoliosis cob angle now in the lower back is now at 30 degrees to the left, and the upper back is now at 34, and it was 45. So she made a great reduction in just the course of these last 2 weeks. On top of the fact that wearing a brace for over a year every night, this is remarkable, and I'm proud of you. Great job.